Hi, my people. Welcome to today's recipe. So, on today's video, I'll be telling you what and what you need to do when you don't have meat, you don't have cocoyam, you don't have egusi, you don't have obono. All these things, you don't have it, and you're bothered, what will I eat? This thing happens to me today. So it happens that, in fact, I don't know what to do. I don't have meat. I don't have a lot of things that I need to use to prepare our soup. You know, things are hard, especially this time. But what will I do? Look at it. I have water leaf. This is my water leaf. So I have the water leaf. I have the punk leaf. Ogo. I have oporoko. That's into oporoko. The ear. I have the the fish. I have the crayfish. What else did I need to cook this soup? This is the oil. This is dry meat. The fish. That's the mangler, the small mangler that I will use. This is the oporoko. That's the ear side. This is crayfish. This is iru. Well, our people used to call it ogiri, but I'll be using the seed iru. The ogiri is the grinded one. So all these things are the ingredients that I will use to prepare my soup, and we'll eat and eat and eat and enjoy the food. So please stay tuned on this recipe today. You will enjoy it so much. Let's go. Don't bother. I don't have meat. I don't have this. I don't have. No, once you have a water leaf, once you have a like punk leaf, green, or any other vegetable, once you have it, don't bother about that. Water leaf will serve as a thickener to the soup. So you have poporoko, you have meat. Even if you don't have meat, don't bother about it. It will give you the sweet. The only thing you need is the most important one is the crayfish. Once you have those ones, you are ready to go. So now let's go ahead and prepare this soup as fast as possible. You will enjoy it. Oh, my husband don't joke with this vegetable soup. Oh, some people used to call it a dika eka soup. On our side, we used to call it the water leaf food. In our local language, we call water leaf bolode. So today we are preparing the bolode soup. So we are calling it bologi soup. Some people used to call it edika iko in Yoruba language, but today I'm telling you that we are calling it bolode soup. That is the vegetable soup. Now let's go ahead. But the first thing I need to do is to prepare my is to use hot water to wash the okporoko itself. First of all, you wash this catfish and the okporoko. Then after washing it, I'll go ahead and put it first of all. Then after that, I'll cook it for some time. While cooking it, we'll go ahead and cut our vegetable. Just please stay tuned. Thanks so much. I'm ready to give you everything about food. Don't bother yourself, I don't have meat. Now let's go ahead. Now let's keep all these vegetables aside, and first of all we are going to wash this. So this one will be here. Don't mind about this is the red meat that I will use. This one here. Now I'll pour the hot water here now. Then I'll use it to wash the meat. I used to call it meat too because I don't have meat. This is my meat. While eating this, you see it will be so soft. So first of all, I'll cook it first. After that, I'll first of all cook this. After cooking it, I'll go ahead and add this on it. So now go ahead and wash it first. I'll use my fork because the water is hot. After that, I'll bring it out here. So now after washing it with hot water, I'll go ahead and wash it with cold water so that I'll use my hand to wash it very well. So make sure that I remove all the dirt inside the soup, the sand and the other things that is unwanted. So I'll wash it first this way. So now this is the okporoko that I will use. So what I will do now is to add small water. I don't need to add much water because I need the water to dry off before I'll add the oil. So I'll add like one half cup of water. I'll just measure it on your own. So after that, I'll go ahead and cook this. So while cooking this, I will leave it and go to the vegetable so that I will cut it out. So I'll go ahead, while waiting for this one, I'll go ahead and cut the vegetable the way I want it to be. Let's go and do that now. So I'll come to the water leaf that I will use. This is water leaf. I've not washed it. I've not cut it into small pieces. So let me first of all plug it out. So after that, I will cut it now. So I'll keep this one aside now. So after plugging it out, I'll go ahead and wash it with salt. I'll wash it with salt now. Can you see this is a very fresh vegetable. It's from my farm. Just one day I will show you how you can even retain this even during dry season. You can even cultivate it also. So now can you see how neat and beautiful it is? Now I'll go ahead and wash it with salt. I'll soak inside the water for some minutes. Then after that I'll cut it, slice it small. So now the next thing I need to do is to soak it inside the water. Then after soaking inside the water, we'll go ahead and do this. That will be the next thing, the crayfish. So I'll leave it for a while now. So after that, I'll just cut it into small pieces. So let me keep it by the side while I'll come and do the one of the crayfish. So after waiting for the okporoko to boil for some time, like 15 minutes now, I'll wash this dry fish. So I'll put it inside the okporoko, that is the catfish. So I'll put it inside. I'm removing the bones. So I washed it for the first time. I'll still go ahead and wash it again. After cooking this for 15 minutes, I'll go ahead and put the fish, this one, inside. I'll cover it, then I'll also turn over to the vegetables and the crayfish. So now I'll go ahead and wash the crayfish that we use. I've added the crayfish, so I'll add the root here also. I told you I'm using the seed. If I'm using the ogiriope, the one they are calling ogiriope in our language, they have grinded together. I would have not had it here, but because I'm using this, I need to farm it for a while. So I'm going to see and soy obere. So when I am done with the crayfish, I'll put inside the pot. So I added it inside the pot. Now I will use a small water to raise it up. Then I'll pour it inside the pot also. So I'll pour small water inside the pot. Then after that, I'll go ahead and turn it together with the crayfish. Don't bother if you don't have meat. This serves as meat. You will enjoy it more than the one you use meat to cook. And you see this day, I will now go ahead and add some seasoning cube. I'll add the seasoning cube that I will use. Then after that, I'll add some salt. So I'll go ahead and add some salt. Then I'll add some pepper. Can you see? So then after this, I'll go ahead and cover it again. So now after I finish washing the vegetable, I'll go ahead and cut it small small. So this is the water leaf that I will use. So I'll cut it. I didn't know to cut it into small pieces like that. I'll just cut it small, but not too small. So now after I finish cutting the water leaf, that's the bolode, this is the outcome of it. So I'll keep it aside now. Next thing I will do is to go ahead and cut the punk leaf, that is the ogo leaf. So after washing the ogo, that's the punk leaf, I'll go ahead and cut it. After cutting the punk leaf, can you see the results? And this is the water leaf, that's the bologi, and this one is the ogo. So I'll keep it aside. Let's go and check our pots. So now let's check our pots. Ooh, can you see this food? Just don't bother yourself. We don't have meat. This is the original meat. Can you see? So the next thing I will do now is to add oil. Just small water that's remaining. So I'll add the oil. Let me go ahead and add the oil now. So I'll add the oil. So I don't need to add too much oil on this. Add the oil. I'll turn it together with the meat. Can you see how it is? So yummy, 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 yummy. I'll cover it and leave it for a while. So I'll leave for a while, like 10 minutes. Next, after the 10 minutes, I'll add the water leaf. So after I waited for 10 minutes, this is the outcome. So I'll add the water leaf. Water leaf is the first vegetable that I'll add. I'll add the water leaf here. So after leaving it for a while, I'll go ahead and turn it with the soup itself. Can you see how yummy it is? Can you see? This is so yummy, 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 yummy. Ah, I can't wait to serve this food to my baby. That's my husband. I can't wait to serve this food to him. I know he will enjoy it. He used to enjoy vegetable soup. Can you see how yummy? This is the okporoko. Can you see it's like meat? You cannot even know that I did not add meat here. So don't bother yourself about meat too. Ha! You don't have meat, don't bother. Just go and get water leaf and the okporoko, the catfish and the dry fish. So the next thing I will add now is the punk leaf, that is ogo. For this one, the water that comes out from the water leaf will be the water for the soup. Let me show you something now. You know the water has dried before I added the soup, just a small water, but look at the water that is here. I told you the water leaf is like thickener to the soup. I don't need to add anything like cocoyam, anything gari, or some people used to add gari in their soup. I don't need to add anything here. So the only thing I'll add now is the punk leaf that I will use. So let me go ahead and add this. I call the vegetable soup, so I like to add much vegetable on my soup. I don't joke with vegetables. So now I'll just cover it this way for a while for it to heat up. I'll cover it then like 3 minutes. I'll open it and turn it. I'm done with the soup. That's the vegetable soup that I'm talking about. Can you see this soup? This soup is so nice. How I wish you can come and join on this food this evening. So now let's open our soup. Can you see this soup? Oh, I can't wait to eat this soup. Even my sweetheart cannot wait to eat this soup. Can you see? Just turn it. Ah, this soup is so nice. This is a nice and wonderful soup. Oh. So let me go ahead and test our soup now. It's so yummy, 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 yummy. Can you imagine? So if you don't know how to cook this soup, just learn it today. This is just simple and easy. You don't need too much money to buy. You buy fish. No, just get catfish, dry fish, crayfish. That's all. Onions, your seasoning cube, your salt, and your pepper. Your vegetable, your soup is ready. So now let's go and eat. Come and join me, come and join me to eat this food. So thanks so much for watching this food today. Thanks so much. God bless you. Just wait for another recipe the next day. Wait for the water to dry up. Okay, Shuku. So now I'll go ahead and add the groundnut oil because I waited for it to dry up. So I'll add the groundnut oil. So the groundnut oil is okay now. Then I'll go ahead and turn it together with the groundnut oil. So when I turn it small now, I'll go ahead and add the crayfish. So when I turn this small, I'll go ahead and add the onions. This is the remaining onions that will enter here. Then I'll add the fish and the flour, the ubogul flour. So I'll add it here. It makes the food to be so sweet and so nice. It's a sweet now. And you see how neat it is now. The so colorful yellow, red, white, and got the fish and all that. So after turning it, I will leave it for a while this way. So I'll cover it for a while. But before then, I'll add small water. I'll just add small water here. I'll cover this for a while. So waited for this for a while. I'll add the vegetable now. I told you this vegetable is plenty. So after putting the vegetable, I added some. I just splitted some pepper, dried pepper on top of it. So for that dried pepper now, I'll just cover this for a while. Just watch me. So here I'll turn this more. I'm using firewood, so for the fire is too much somehow, so that's why I'm just doing it small. Oh, after eating this vegetable, not even like to eat banga stew or tomato stew or any type of stew. You just be eating this every day in your house. So now let me go ahead and turn it. After turning it, I'll bring it down. Because it's done, it's just said. And this is our stew for today's Sunday. Today is Sunday. I will enjoy it very well. You don't have to, you don't have anything, don't bother about. I'll just turn it very well to make sure it touched all the vegetables. As the ingredients touched all the vegetables here. Then I'll cover it for a while. I will take this first of all. Oh, give me a minute. Oh, give me. Oh, give me. And I'll see ya. So this is my stew for today. I will just cover it for a while. After covering it, I'll bring it down. My stew for Sunday food is ready. Can you just come and join me? This is a nice food. After eating this food, you just go and sleep. You might sleep for even 4 hours without knowing that you are sleeping. Can you see? Oh, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel on this recipe, please subscribe, then hit on the notification bell. Share this video to others to learn how to prepare your food. You don't have any meat, you don't have any